Welcome, Pisces. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your full moon reading in Leo, occurring on the 1st of February. And this is highlighting a few planetary movements, the energies of which I'm sure you're feeling. Neptune moving into 0 degrees Aries as we're speaking, moving out of the very last degree of Pisces. So this is something you are undoubtedly feeling in terms of the emergence of your dreams, of potential, something that you are needing to refresh, recommit to. And Saturn moving into the same degree of 0 degrees Aries, which means out of the final degree of Pisces in the middle of February, is giving you the tools to build, create, and concretize your dreams. What is calling my attention is Uranus, the planet of revolution, is moving direct just a couple of days after this full moon energy. It's been in Taurus for quite a while, and in Taurus, it is encouraging us to come up with concrete plans, steps, processes to internalize what it is that we have been learning over the last few years, particularly preparing for over the last couple of months since the end of last year. So this is where you are using your awareness to inform your feelings and emotions that validate your lived experience. And thus you are using those real emotions, the range of them, not just the happy feelings, the rage of anger, anxiety, joy, for sure, pleasure, but also the range of feelings and emotions that, again, become part of the cycle that validates the right way moving forward for you, the right decisions to be made. And as you are, the overall energy for this reading is the Judgment card, which is pointing very clearly to a decision you're making, a commitment of something that supports your mission, your right path, your destiny, if you will. This is a decision that has felt as though it's been a long time coming. And it's a through line that connects you with many of the most significant experiences, authentic experiences that you've had. So there's an opportunity here to move in a direction or commit to a practice that is lifting you up, that is validating you, that is helping you to recognize the path of creative expression that is right for you. And when I say creative expression, I'm talking about any effort you make towards building, creating anything. And that employs this ability to see connections with everything, to stay connected. This is a particular skill and perspective you bring to any effort. The Egyptian sacred animal I pulled for you is a fish. Surprise, surprise for the fish. And I'm going to read from the guidebook. The number 28 reduces to the number 10, which is the number of revolution. It is the number of change, elevating to a new level. The key words of the fish are fluidity and relax. The fish is associated with the goddess Hat-Mahit, whose name means head of the fish, and is revered as the protector of water, essential for agricultural prosperity. The fish is a creature that lives and thrives in the waters of the Nile, suggests the idea of purification and renewal. Relax, everything is going well. Let go of your fears and worries. If you have to decide something, choose the option that brings you the most peace. Avoid choosing a path that makes you anxious. The fish's ability to reproduce abundantly and renew itself continuously is in seasonal cycles reflects concepts of fertility and rebirth. The fish adapts to the flow of water, be flexible and resilient in the face of changes and challenges. And from the soul's journey, I pulled self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. And this feels as though taking this step, making this decision, this commitment is something that has been preordained, something that you feel you were built for, you were born for, or created for. But it also validates a place that has been nebulous for you, particularly because of your experiences with some kind of alternative practice or new way of appreciating the abundance of the world, the opportunities that exist in this moment for greater unity and connectedness. In the 10th house, the Seven of Cups talks precisely about all the options that are becoming available to you, the ways in which you are being seen and noticed. And as a result of that, you're being invited, offers are being made to you, you are seeing opportunity in this uh, new opening of a perspective that you are gaining. So you're understanding everything as a cycle necessarily. Your very symbol of the fish upstream and downstream is hearkening to what I see as the caduceus, the double snake helix that is has wings. And so that symbol of healing is something you see and internally understand to be this ongoing spiral that moves upward. And that is, as a result of that, you see yourself in a position now to see new opportunities, to see new potential, to make connections with others, and to be a part of something that you haven't necessarily had to initiate. It's almost as though you're becoming a part of a bigger network that will greatly expand your project. In the first house, the Five of Cups talks about allowing these emotions to flow. In making this change and making this commitment, it feels like to yourself and your path, your destiny, if you will. You are necessarily releasing patterns that feel as though they are about failures, disappointments, heartbreaks that you have long released, but that you realize you chose over and over again in some ways as the result of choices you made. And you understand that you don't have to make those choices anymore. You can choose yourself. You no longer see others as saviors, as rescuers. And I don't know that you ever truly did, but I do believe you may have perceived yourself as a saver, as a rescuer, someone who could, because you understood, help others to wellness, to healing. And that feels as though it has been thwarted or gravely taken advantage of and been very depleting and very heartbreaking for you. So that turn towards prioritizing yourself means deeply that you are not just challenging this idea of deeper connection to your loved ones and all those around you, but that you're having to strategize that sense of connection so that you prioritize your centrality in those connections. You understand that in order to give the great healing you're capable of, you must be full yourself. And all relationships should in some way be equitable. I don't mean equal, but reciprocal is perhaps a better word. In the fourth house of your home, your foundation, we have the Magician card. And this feels like you are speaking yourself into a place of power. You are naming your own foundation. In other words, you may be creating some kind of real life vehicle, a business, a department, a project, a study group, a research expedition that you have defined, pursuing and expressing your desire to attend to some very specific needs that exist in the world, or certainly that exist in your world. The feeling here is that the world is a big place, and those Pisces I'm speaking to have experience of the whole world, and that is playing into some opportunity that you're defining for yourself now that you see as foundational to a platform from which you and others can grow from. In the seventh house, the High Priestess is speaking of this sense of destiny, this sense of commitment that you've always known, you've always had. It's interesting because this is describing a way that you are working with others. And because of a history you may have had where you sought to help, save, heal, rescue others, you are learning how to withhold that wisdom as it's appropriate to you, that everyone isn't ready or cannot see what you can. And if others can't see their healing or desire their healing, then it's very unlikely that they're able to sustain the effort to achieve it. And so you're learning how to strategize that approach to uplifting others, to sharing your wisdom. And really, this feels like you're reclaiming some authority that you have experienced in the past. Could it be through past lives? Could it be through ancestors, relations, distant, family ties, ancestral ties? You are channeling that energy and placing yourself among your ancestors in not a disrespectful or boastful way, but as a participant in shaping generational cultural healing. If this reading is resonating for you, Pisces, please like this video and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I think most of you know how deeply you are loved and appreciated. And I'm going to put this off to the side because I think this is so important and central. So for the Five of Cups in the first house, I have the Five of Wands. For the Magician in the fourth house, we have the Chariot card. For the High Priestess in the seventh house, we have the Ace of Swords. And for the Seven of Cups in the 10th house, we have the Star. I love how the cards are just talking to me all the time. So in your first house, fives and fives, cups and wands, you have worked really hard at understanding how best to support others. In fact, that feels like it is part of your work, your employment, your job. It can be a part of your relationships and familial ties in which you are expected or desired to provide or caretake others. But however this effort is situated in your life, you are working with others very productively. You are delegating responsibilities appropriately, and you all approach this desire as a team, as towards a solution. So this feels like you are making real changes in not just your heart space, because that is essential, Pisces, for you, to understand the healing of your own heart, the grieving of lost relationships or opportunities is something that you're able to work with on a community level with others in a collective way. In the fourth house, the Magician, that your foundation is clarified by the Chariot. Wow, this is a powerhouse to me. You're feeling so very powerful in your ability and willingness to work with lots of other partners and co-creators. You are understanding that your sacred space is key to exercising your gift in order to achieve what it is you vision, creating, making, organizing, putting together, establishing in some way requires that you attend to your gift, that you create the space, that you say no to things that you quite often have said yes to, that you concentrate your energy, you focus that energy by not allowing others to distract you or rob you of the energy that must be devoted to the achievement of this foundation. In the seventh house, the High Priestess is clarified by the Ace of Swords. Wow. The truth, the pursuit of justice seems so clear. In fact, you have such an imaginative, wide swath in your ability to understand how to relate your truth to the need of others, how to bring this truth to bear upon the justice that you seek on behalf of others, even on behalf of the planet. Absolutely. No matter where you are applying this need for justice, for fair treatment, for equitable consideration, is benefiting the planet without a doubt. And you do that in small ways and large. Many of you, this feels very organizational. This can also contribute to important research that you are able to conduct right now, studies, gathering the data and information from the efforts you make, from the practices that you implement is also key to really being able to articulate your goals. So the Seven of Cups means, oh, you found a lot of ways to achieve unity among members of your community, to include others, and to all channel that collective desire towards unity, world peace, equitable distribution of resources, identifying resources in a way that is absolutely truthful and valid for those that you relate to. You understand that you need to talk about this. In fact, for many of you, I do believe you are gaining some notoriety or fame, some public attention through your ability to articulate your quest, your project, your mission, your organization. You have an opportunity and you have a unique ability to describe it in ways that people can relate to and understand their connection to. This is great for fundraising for those of you that are looking for support in the world for a big or small project. Your ability to not only talk about what you want to do, but to write about it, report it to those that are in a position to contribute to the financial support of your goals is critical and key right now. I hope you are busy doing that fundraising work. I'm going to finish up this reading with a rest card, and I don't think that's the name of this deck. I think it's called a nap deck. Whatever it's called, I love it. This I've had for years, and I've used it privately, but I really want to use it more because given the disorder and disharmony in the world, I want us to take care of ourselves better, to continue to do the work that we're called to do. And so, these cards are still pretty stiff and sticky, and this feels like it calls to me. I am not a machine. I am a divine being, and I can rest. Can you imagine what it will feel like in your body once you surrender to rest? Stay in the imagination space. Imagine what freedom from capitalism would feel like in your body. Freedom from stresses like worrying about bills and laboring to feel worthy. You can imagine a new way and a new future. Stay in rest. Thank you so much, my beautiful Pisces. Please like this video. Please share this with others who may enjoy it, and subscribe. I love you all. Until next time, namaste.